Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Saturday. I believe it is, for those of us following along, January 11th. So here's where we're at. It's 11:09. Big Ron's working on the 58 Apache. I'm gonna take you through that here in a second. I have already ran to Harbor Freight, dropped Megan off, went to Harbor Freight, picked up some more goodies that I'm gonna need for Project Miata. Yeah. So we got Project Miata happening, getting ready to happen anyway, and it's going to be a project. So, but we're going to go step by step through it and help this kid out, and because he needs it, like truly, he needs the help here. This is way above most people. Let me show you what we got here. Let's look at Project Miata first. Project Miata. So yesterday we got it here. We went down to St. Pete, picked it up, got it here. Got it up in the air, got the front wheels off of it. So basically, I mean, we're literally going to tear the entire suspension apart. Front and rear, all new urethane mounts, bunch of engine stuff, alternator, air filter, coil pack, coils, plugs, wires, all the things. Steering rack boots, steering arms, I'm going to call them, tie rods, end links, alternator, window seals. So these here, this guy here, that's all rusty and nasty looking, we're going to pop that off. I got new ones. I got a little rust I'm going to take care of for them. I'm not going to paint it, but I'm going to put some Por 15 on it. Same in the trunk, there's a little bit of stuff, but the guts of what I'm going to be doing starting here in a minute is breaking all of this suspension out of here. So I got to take the hub off, the brakes. The brake caliper I'm just going to wire tie up over here somewhere, but the control arms are coming off, shocks and struts, knuckles coming off, rotor, all of this will come off, totally get reconditioned. I'm going to take it, clean it up, I'm going to paint it, I'm going to press out the bushings on the control arms, push in new ones, urethane ones, and then I've got new sway bar end links, I've got new sway bar rubbers, and clean all this up, paint it, probably do a little undercoating up in the wheel well here, and yeah, so lots and lots of work. This will probably be something that takes me a bit, honestly, just in between doing all my other stuff. This is kind of a side deal. Same thing over here, and then we got to do the rear, which is going to be the same deal. So we'll see what happens here. You know, we're just gonna, I'm sure we're gonna run into things and encounter things and do all kinds of craziness, but we'll see where it goes. Oh, we also have headlights, new headlight bulbs to go in it. So just a bunch of stuff. We're just going to clean this thing up for him best we can, and he's got an oil leak in this, a bad one that we need to find. Don't know if I'm going to fix it or not, but we need to find it. And because right now it doesn't even register oil on the dipstick. I know there's a little bit in there, but I don't see anything on the ground under it, so I'm guessing there's not a whole lot of oil in it. But we need to figure that out. As well as the cooling fan doesn't come on, so I'm going to try a relay and a fuse, do that first, see where that goes. If not, we'll figure something out. But he needs to have cooling fans. It needs to it needs to have oil for one, and hold oil would be great, so that it doesn't blow up. You know, all the suspension in the world doesn't matter unless we can fix those two things, because it ain't going to be moving. So that's what we've got here. So this is a side gig. We're waiting on the rear window seal for the Chrysler. When it gets here, we're going to jam that in and the window, and then have the glass guy come and put the glass in the back. So that's exciting. 58 Apache. Let's talk about the Apache boys. We've got every patch panel known to man for this thing. They're all here stacked up on the front. We've got everything for the front. We've got the new cowl panel up there, which we may or may not use. We might use the original vented. See how that looks once it goes on. We've got the lower door patch panel. We've got the lower inner patch panel. Okay. Got the rockers. And this is where we're starting here today, boys. The inner cab corner on the driver's side. That's where we're starting. And you guys already saw where I pour 15'd up in here and got the rust all out of it and took care of it and did everything underneath to prep this for what we're doing today. So one of the things that's going to happen, probably first, is we're going to support the bottom of the cab here, and we're going to take this bracket off, get it out, get the new one in, get it welded on. Okay, that way this isn't moving, right? We're secure, and then we'll weld this in. We'll tack this in, the inner cab corner in, and from there it'll be, I think, rocker. Get the rocker on there, and then we'll start messing with the cab corner, the outer cab corner on this side. And then we're just going to keep working our way across. All of this will then be the new rocker, and then we'll get up into here. Now the floor, we have a whole new floor from here to about where you see this here. Okay, that's about the line all the way across. Okay, so just figure right here to there is all new. So we got to get all that cut out. Now what we did realize is that the lower cab mount, the front cab mount that you see here, is actually attached to the floor. Not so much the body, other than the bolt that we can see. So what we're going to do is cut out the floor with that on there, unbolt it, and then basically put it on, tack it on, or at least clamp it on, set it in here, and make sure everything lines up. And if it does, then we'll go ahead and weld it on, and then that'll go on with the floor piece. So that whole thing will happen at one point, which is huge for us. And then we'll just keep going. So there's that. Now, this we might have to make. I don't believe I have that patch, but we can make that. That's not the end of the world. It's this, but we'll just have to figure that out. But then we'll be heading up here and doing the doors. Now I want to do the doors sooner than later, so that all the body lines match up and everything, right? So that when we get the outer cab corner on, the rocker and the doors all match up and they're all right, the lines are good, all the things. And then move to the front. So lots to do. This is where we're starting today. Big Ron is. He'll be working on this. I'll be bringing you a couple things here so that you guys are on the same page. I'm going to be bringing you Project Miata. I'm going on vacation next week, but Ron is not. But Ron's also probably not going to turn a camera on. Okay, so what I want to do is film continue the 58 Apache series as its own series, and then while I'm on vacation, you'll get the Miata series. Okay, and then when I come back, we'll catch back up and we'll keep going on the Apache. All right, so that's kind of how this is going to work. I want to make sure you guys have content. I know there's a lot of Miata guys out there that love these things. Just want to make sure we got some content of something so we don't have nothing out there and the channel dies. So anywho's, that's where we're at. Stay tuned for all of this, and we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll continue bringing you all the progress updates on this and a little bit on this. I'm not going to get in depth on this until the actual video series comes out. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But the Apache will be all over starting right now. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so Big Ron's been in here working hard. It's about 1 o'clock, and we are getting in a world of starting to put some of these panels actually on and actually weld them up. So right now, here's where he's at. You got the inner cab corner. You got the outer cab corner looking all good. Now, these will come off. Some things will have to happen. He'll have to crimp this, get that in, do a little body work right here. Well, not body work, but hammer and doweling where it's kind of wavy here from a previous repair. Got the rocker looking good. Can I shut this door?
Yeah.
So that's what we've got here, guys. It's looking pretty good. Our body line's matching up pretty good down here. So things are happening over here at Brown's Rod and Custom. Apache's starting to look like something. God, it looks so much better just with that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
It's a start.
it's a start. So stay tuned, guys. Lots more to come. And I'll keep bringing it to you. I'm heading to O'Reilly's to rent some tools for the Miata. We'll bring that to you as well on another episode. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so Big Ron's been working hard on the Apache here. Getting patch panels figured out. So what he's doing right now is we just unbolted the lower hinge, door hinge. And he's trying to get it kind of out of the way if he can. But here's kind of where we're at. We've got these patches screwed in. Kind of working our way to the front a little bit here. You got that piece right there cut out, right in there. So we're kind of getting somewhere. So, anywho's, I'm going to get out of the way, get back to my Miata. I'll be back to you in a little bit, guys. Okay, guys, doors off. 58 Apache doors off. There's the hinge. Getting to all this here. That's what Big Ron's working on here. Trying to get access to all this rot and everything down here. So I think he's getting ready to do this panel here, which would be, you know, basically this. So that's what's coming right now, guys. Stay tuned. Lots and lots going on over here. So, but kind of cool, the doors off it. First time we've ever taken a door off, and it feels like it might be one of the first times it's ever come off. So, kind of cool. Stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We got a lot done on both the 58 Apache and the Miata. So I'm gonna walk you through both a little bit, and not a lot on the Miata, but I'll give you a peek. And but we'll really dive into what happened over here. So let's check that out. So Big Ron has been working his butt off on the 58 Apache. Now today we pulled the door off and we got a bunch of patch panels pretty much ready to go. You got the outer cab corner, you got the inner cab corner, pretty much all in there. We've got the rocker, which is pretty much where it needs to be. Ron cut out the lower hinge plate, this piece here, on the driver's side. Now tomorrow, he's going to take this, he's going to cut out the floor here, and we're going to install this panel. And then and the lower cab mount, the front cab mount. And we'll get that where it needs to be. And then the good news is, lining all this up should be fairly simple. We have this to go off of here, which is part of the steering column hole. And then you also have the tranny cover, access cover. Now this comes out, okay? There's the new one, right there. So tomorrow, we should have that installed and that installed, and continuing to build the erector set that goes back through here, right? And he was fitting up these patch panels, getting ready for that. So as this comes together, it'll get stronger and stronger. And once we get them in place, we'll go ahead and start welding them in and get all those things done. Obviously, this lip from here forward will be gone because that's the part of that floor. It'll end up being this. So we'll have to drill some holes here. for spot welds and things. But we're looking pretty good. We got a little work we got to do right here. Not the end of the world. But really the back here is looking good. The other thing we really want to do is get this mount here cut out and the new one in on this side, just to hold all this tight. And that way we can just not worry about anything weird happening here. Last thing we want is things to move. Now, understand something. If you've never done this, if you take anything away from this, take this away from this, okay? Installing patch panels is not about how fast you can do it. It's about how well you can do it, okay? Take your time. It's not a race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Just take your time. And it's a lot of, when you have this many patch panels, right? Everything's got to kind of match up. We're redoing the entire bottom of the car on both sides, or truck, on both sides. That takes a lot of figuring and fitting and adjusting and all the things. So if you're going to be doing this, be prepared for that, right? Understand that before you get involved. This is why it costs so much at a shop to have patch panels and things of that nature put into your cars, because there's a lot to it. There's an art to this. And a lot of people, I mean, anybody can do it, but, you know, there's an art to it. Doing it and doing it right are two different things. You saw before, just like the other side here, that is a normal person doing it. They pop riveted it on and then went over it with body filler. Okay? Did the same thing here. That's not the right way. You're going to see this welded solid across here. You're going to see it all ground down, all metaled. It's going to be right. It'll literally become one piece. Right? Not an extension. And that's what we're looking for. So really happy with how this is turning out today. Truck's looking great. We have a ton of patch panels still to go. There's the other lower cab, the other floor, the door skins, the inner and outer door patch panels, the other cab corner up here. I mean, there's just a lot, right? And honestly, the other side of the truck, I have not scraped any undercoating or any of that. So there's a couple days of just prepping on the other side. And in the middle, really. From this point back, I still have to scrape all of that undercoating off of there and get it where it needs to be. So lots of stuff to do, guys. Lots of stuff to do, but we are really charging, making some progress. You know, taking those couple days and making the trips to National Parts Depot, going to the welding shop and getting all the stuff we needed for the welder and the torch and all of that, the multiple trips to Harbor Freight and getting everything together is making the difference here of this taking another week or this taking a couple hours, right? Or a day. So really happy with where this is at. Now, the Miata. Let's talk about the Miata. Miata went good today, Project Miata. So for those of you that don't know, we're working on a 1991 Mazda Miata. It's out here. So this is Eden's 1991 Mazda Miata. Now, Eden is, I'm going to say he's 18, 19, maybe 20. Young guy, good dude. This is his baby. He wants, you know, his kids to have this car and that kind of thing and pass it down. And to be honest, it's rough. It needs a lot of love. So that's what we're giving it. We're giving it some love. Now today, I've been spent really all my entire day in this wheel well. You can't see much there. But in a minute, I'm going to bring this table in and I'll show you all the stuff that I took off of it. And what we're going to do to all these parts really tomorrow and get it all reassembled back on the car correctly. So we'll go over that here in a second, but came apart really actually pretty easy once I understood what I was doing on a couple things. You know, this car has 70 something thousand miles on it, so that helped. Didn't need an impact for anything. It really just kind of all broke free and kind of went the way it was supposed to go, which is beautiful actually. So I'm gonna bring this table in and then in the thing, and then I'll be right back with you and we'll go over what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Okay guys, got the thing in the garage. It's a little tight on this side, but we got her in. It's pretty cold here in Florida. I know it's really cold everywhere else, but for Florida, it's in the 40s right now. It's freaking freezing. So this is what I took off today off of the 91 Mazda Miata. And let me explain kind of how this works. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna sand this down, okay, and then paint it gloss black with the VHT. I'm going to press out the control arm bushings here and press in new urethane ones. The ball joint looks good, so we're going to go with that. We're not going to change that out. And then this one's done, okay? This one, same thing, press out the bushings, put in the urethane bushings here. I'm going to take this bolt out here and this bolt out here. That will remove this ball joint, this lower ball joint. I have a brand new one. I'm going to scuff this up and I'm going to paint this, okay? Gloss black, put all the parts back together, done. This strut, the only thing I'm using off of this strut is the spring. I'm going to get the spring off, I'm going to clean it up, I'm going to shoot it black. I have brand new strut KYB Excel G struts. I'm going to assemble them tomorrow. I have brand new top hats, we'll put them on as well. And we should be cooking with hot grease. That'll get the struts, control arms done. This is the steering arm with the tie rod. Clearly, garbage. This should thread on no problem. And I have brand new tie rods and I have brand new steering arms. So all of this gets replaced. I kept this one the way it is so that I could count the threads here and go through this and put the new one on at the same exact spot and see how that goes. Now this is just brake hardware that I took off. Rotor's fine. I'm probably going to paint the caliper bracket and hardware, and I'm going to paint the backing plate in the back of the hub here. Now this hub is good. There's nothing wrong with this. So we're not going to mess with that. This is just getting painted. This is getting painted. This gets completely replaced. Easy peasy Japanesey, right? That's what we're going to do. So that's going to be that phase of the driver's side. Now something else that's going to happen while I have all this happening as far as painting it and cleaning it up and all of that, I'm also going to get into that wheel well. It's got a little bit of some of the undercoating that's on there is peeling off and stuff. I'm going to clean all that up, and then I bought the Duplicolor bed armor, which is basically bed liner in a can. And I'm going to use that on the wheel wells of the car and clean all that up and make it look like $1,000,000. I think I'm going to pull the sway bar off and I'm going to paint it silver. Just because I like how that looks. I'm weird, but that's something I'm thinking about doing. And I'm thinking about painting the coil springs silver too, but I don't know. We'll see, just to give it some contrast under there. And the brake caliper that is wire tied up under there, I'm probably going to paint. I have no idea what color. But I'll probably buy the brake caliper paint kit from O'Reilly's and paint it. I'd like to paint them red. I think it'd look good. But we'll see what Eden's feelings are on that. And yeah, and then we're going to assemble all of this once it's all dry. Might be tomorrow, might be the next day, but we're going to get everything prepped and done and get that going. I also need to install tomorrow, just because of having all this off gives me a lot of clearance to get to the alternator. And so, especially the steering arm being out of the way and the sway bar going to be down, really makes that a lot easier to get to. So that's what's happening. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get all this stuff cleaned up, assembled, painted, ready to go back on. If not, start putting it back on. Depends on how it goes. and get that wheel well bed lined and all that cleaned up, and really just get that side ready. And then probably Monday I'll put all this on, and then assemble everything carefully. And if you've ever done a Miata, they're a little bit of a challenge. This strut has to go through that hole. It's a bitch. So have to be really cognizant of that when I go to put it all back together, right? I'll probably hang the strut from the top hat here, leave the bottom unhooked, and then bring this up through the bottom of the strut and then attach this. That way we're not bumping and scraping the paint off and doing everything, you know, terribly. So that's what we got, guys. Hope you guys are having a great night. We got a lot done over here. We're going to get a whole lot more done this week. We are rocking. Everything is here to make huge progress on the truck, on the 58 Apache. You know, I really foresee by the end of the week having this whole side done, this door done, and being moving on over here. I could see that happening without a problem. So stay tuned for all of this. And you know, again, like I said, our goal is by the end of the month, by February, first week of February, to have this cab in primer, all the patch panels in, have it in primer, all metal, rough body worked, and you know, cab ready to come off the frame, so that we can just jump right on this frame, blow all this stuff off. And then I need to find some parts. I need an engine, and I need a short block, good set of heads. I know what heads I want, and I need a 9-inch Ford that's the right size, right width. And then I need to order triangulated 4-bar, and then we'll move on to the Mustang 2. And I also need to get a transmission mount for one of these, or make one or the other. But all of that's coming, guys. Stay tuned. We'll have an engine build. We'll have all kinds of stuff, and should be a really good time. So hang in there, and we'll have this Project Miata stuff going on the side as well. But I'll try to bring you as much truck content as I can, as well as Miata content, and we'll go from there. Have a great night, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.